I'm here with Paul Tots. He's a guide and he's been in the industry for a long time, and he's going to give us a tour of about 1.5 hours in the old city of Tallinn. And if we want to understand as foreigners, want to understand something about Estonia and how the country has been developing, what do we need to know about it?
Well, it definitely goes back to the history already. When about 800 years, we're going to take back first of all to talk about when we have had our first stronghold built on the upper part of the old town, called Lindanis at times, and then Danes came in here, Crusaders. It was Danish power, Swedish power, Teutonic Knights, Livonian Order, Tsarist Russia, just name it. And eventually
everybody came to conquer Estonia.
Exactly. We are kind of located on a sweet spot between east and west, so that was one of the reasons the harbor was built in here already on 12th century actually. And yeah, we've been always on that location. We cannot move our country away. That's our advantage, and on some occasions also disadvantage, but that has definitely shaped our country and culture as such.
Yeah, so being conquered. Then, of course, came the Russian period after the Second World War, or 1917. We had Russia basically come in, and how did that end, and how did Estonia develop from that moment on?
Well, from actually 1918 we declared our independence. Then we had our independence war for 2 years. Then we had our first period of independence until the Second World War started, 1939 actually to be precise, when Stalin asked in a way to build the bases in here. So had like two separate occupations in a row, like Soviet occupation first of all, Nazi occupation, and after the Second World War, unfortunately, we were under the USSR for 50 years, and we regained our independence 1991 again, luckily having right now the second period of independence already overlasting the first one. So. Yeah. Pretty much.
So I don't understand. I mean, you have Estonia, Lithuania, and the three little countries. You're so small, 1.4 million people. I mean, why are you a country? Why are you not at least united with the three of them? Are you all so independent?
Well, pretty much yes. We actually, especially looking from a distance, we are called like Baltic countries, but actual Poles are Latvians and Lithuanians. Yeah. They are more related language-wise. Of course, we have a lot to share with history as such, but you see, Estonians are more related to Finns also, language-wise. Our language belongs to Finno-Ugric group of languages, so, and also a little bit of our mentality and attitude is more towards Scandinavia, I would say. I think that's one of the reasons. I would put it that way. Nobody has asked besides that question you asked right now, but
good question. Yeah, they always know what to say. Okay, so it's really interesting that you are so independent. Now, we also want to know why is digitalization so popular? I mean, do people trust the government with their data without a problem? Are the Estonians very trustful towards the government, or how does that come about?
I don't think it, pretty much, I think it happened in the 90s like an accident. A lot of IT subjects are taught in universities in here, and so it just picked up. The Skype was first of all developed. This was the starting point for starting this digitalization of government and all the e-government thing, which was around already quite a long time ago. We're still kind of sailing on that nowadays, and I think, yeah, this just happened to be stuck with us, and we are still known as the digital nation right now nowadays.
Yeah. How's the healthcare system?
Well, it always can be better in a way. I mean, it works well, but to be honest, sometimes if you really need a quick appointment to a doctor, then you need to go to the pay, to pay for that. So, but it works in a lot of places like that. I've learned. Also elsewhere in the world, but otherwise it always can be better, but it's good, I would say.
Thank you, Paul. We'll be back 24th of May.
All right, thank you.